couple of days ago, SEGA posted an interview with Arai, the official NGS navigator that you know and love, and questions he posed for the NGS development team. The link is in the description if you want to read through the entire transcript. One of the more interesting parts of the interview was the preview of some of the new skills coming to the NGS Kvaris update. I want to emphasize that the skills you see on the screen are some of the skills, not all. And to our surprise, not only was Techter mentioned, but we were given insights into two of its skills: Wand Arts Skip Attack and Wand Attack Extra. Reading the description, Wand Arts Skip Attack changes or skips your normal attack to the third stage when using Photon Arts in succession or back-to-back. In addition, Wand gains a fourth stage or a fourth normal attack by acquiring the Wand Attack Extra skill. This is fairly simple and straightforward. Now, these two skills are nothing new to NGS, as these skill concepts already exist for classes such as Hunter and Fighter. Now back to the Wand skills, I know there's been some chatter about these skills and how they relate to Wand, specifically Wand Arts Skip, as Wand only has two Photon Arts, Swift Smash and Wave Crash. There's concerns that these two aren't the greatest Photon Arts, especially from a speed standpoint, and there might be some trickiness of how to trigger that normal 3 skip and subsequent 4th attack. Well, it might not be as bad as it appears on paper, but to get a better understanding of how it will likely work, let's examine Hunter and Fighter's use of skip arts to understand how it potentially will carry over to Wand. Starting with Partisan, let's first recognize what its third normal attack is. Partisan does not have a fourth or fifth normal like Wired Lance or Sword, so any skip arts will end with normal 3. Now that we can recognize Partisan's normal 3, we need to understand the ways in which we can trigger the skip. Specifically, can we trigger skip if we cancel Photon Art? What I mean by this is, can I skip Photon Art attack animations and still trigger the normal skip? Cleaving Scythe and Triumphant Shift are great for this experiment, as they have distinct phases to their attack animation and or can be spammed. This is similar to Wand's Wave Crash, which can do both. As we see, the Partisan skip normal is triggered even when we cancel the Photon Art animation, as long as we use 2 Photon Arts in succession. Now, let's look at Double Saber for another example. Once again, let's first recognize its normal 3 attack animation. Quick Gash can't be canceled, so what we are seeing are 2 Photon Art rotations into the skipped normal 3. Julian Dance can be canceled and spammed. Once again, it also triggers the skip normal. We have the same mechanics for Sky Climb, where spamming the initial startup of the Photon Art still triggers the skip normal. From this evidence, we can confidently assume, though not guaranteed, Wand will trigger its skip normal the same way. So while we don't have this skill available today, let's look at the potential ways in which we might be able to trigger Wand Arts Skip Attack. As you can see from these potential use cases, Wand Arts Skip is fairly accessible. Now, there are still some lingering questions about these skills that we will want to have answered once Kvaris releases. And this is primarily around the 4th attack, as I feel like Wand Arts Skip is fairly straightforward given our understanding of how other classes use that ability. The questions are, what is the damage of the 4th normal attack? What is the PP recovery of the 4th normal attack? And how does Wand Arts Skip and the 4th normal attack, or Wand Attack Extra, interact with Wand Parry Counter, if at all? Now, I know for some of you, this wasn't what you envisioned for the next Techter skills. With that said, there is likely 1 or 2 more skills that we will get, as these 2 skills are Wand related, and I would imagine we're at least getting another class skill, that is weapon agnostic, and potentially a Talus skill. but I won't hold my breath on getting an actual Talus one. We will see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you all next time as we anticipate the Kvaris release in June.